Hey guys, Chris at the Rockford Ordnance. We are back at the range and we've got our M1 Garand with us and we brought it out to have a little fun. Every time I stumble into a local gun shop or a gun show, something along those lines, and I find something that sort of fits the gun or fits the collection, I'd like to bring you guys a video. Well, we came across this time the correct bayonet for this rifle. If you remember the previous videos, we had a similar bayonet, but that particular model was from Korea. It was probably meant for an M14. Well, this is the proper length, I believe 10 inches, and looks like the proper sheath. And it even has a number on there, armory number, something like that. But it looks pretty cool. We'll show you here. If I can get it on one-handed. Let's see. Or left-handed, I should say. There you go. Looks pretty good, huh? Just something else to add to the collection. And of course, the sheath comes off. And it's in pretty good shape. Pretty nice little pig sticker, huh? But I guess we could shoot the rifle with it. You know, on Russian rifles, it would actually change the point of impact with the bayonet. If you're talking like 9130s, they were meant to be fired with the bayonet on the rifle. Same with their M44s. They were meant to be fired with it folded out, and it changed the point of impact significantly. I don't believe that to be true with the Garand, but just kind of a neat little souvenir. It's got the bomb on it and everything. Let me see if I can get that to show up. If you can see it there, hopefully it's focusing on it. But yeah, really nice. Got it online and just happened across it, thought it was cool. So what better time to do a video than now? Bring the M1 Garand out to the range and we're gonna have some fun. We're also gonna try some of our reloads. I don't think we filmed one with reloads, so we'll see how they do. I loaded up some 150 grain bullets, and yeah, I guess that's kind of what M2 ball was, 150 grain, if I'm correct. If I'm not, I'm sure somebody will correct me. But I think we're gonna load up some 168 grain match too and see how that shoots. It's just something interesting for you guys to watch. Sorry about the wind, I'm sure it's coming through. We've got a thing on the mic, but it's probably still coming through. If it's bad, I guess I'll have to re-record it, but we'll see. Let's get over to do some shooting and see how it does, see how the reloads work. So guys, these are our reloads, 150 grain. I loaded, God, I don't have it with me, but it's IMR, I want to say 4150, 4193. I don't know, I'll put it in the bottom of the, right below here. You'll see it if I'm wrong. Just can't remember. Too many powders, too many rounds, too many bullets. Can't keep them all straight unless I'm at home with all my info. I'd say I got better at loading this thing, but the minute I say that, I'll have problems. So let's see. I can already tell by how this clip is sitting. It's probably going to go in stiff because it's wide, but let's see. Yeah. Well, it's in there. There we go. Not too bad. You can tell how they kind of sit in the end block as to how they're going to go in. And it's, I guess, how I load them, or I don't know. You know, if they get wider like that versus you can kind of move them thinner, they seem to go in better. And it's how the rims sit in there, and kind of learning as we go. I don't claim to be an expert at this stuff, and it's just something I like the history of. And I just think they're such cool rifles. To hold this in your hand is like holding a piece of history. You know, you could be sitting in a hedgerow in France somewhere and Germans coming down the road, right? It's that cool. And it feels like a battle rifle. It doesn't feel like today's rifles, the plastic and polymer and all that. This thing's got some heft to it, and you'd certainly put some muscles on if you had to carry this thing across a couple of continents, you know. But they were much better men than I am, that's for sure. But let's see what we can do. I'm going to take a couple shots at some steel down here. These things hit steel hard, let me tell you. And then we'll do a paper target here. I think I'll take 3 shots at the steel, 5 on paper, and then you'll hear the obligatory ping, and we'll see how we did. Not having a great day today with another rifle we were shooting, but let's see what we can do here. Let's see. Did it. Another one. All right, there's 3. Let's see how this thing prints on paper. Boy, going from a scope to irons, I'm shooting these targets that are just one big blob of orange now. But let's see what I can do here. Ping. Well, we'll go down and take a look and see how these things did. The beauty of it is I can blame it on my reloading instead of my rifle or my shooting ability. So we'll go take a look and see how this thing did. Come on along. Alright guys, so not too shabby. Actually, I told you I could only see one blob of orange, and that's because all of this with iron sights turns into a blob, and with the scope on these other rifles we were shooting, I could see each one of these little targets, you know. But I was actually aiming here and one right in it, so I don't know if that was the first shot or what, but I aimed where I saw this orange disappear and this one start, so I put it right there, and then the others were a little low here. So one there, 1, 2, 3 all across, and then one there. So for iron sights and my old eyes, reloads, that rifle, everything, not too shabby. I'm happy with that. That would certainly take care of the enemy, correct? Alright, so we're going to load up a few more, see if we can do any better. I'm telling you right now, this this clip is going to load better than the other one. I can just feel it in the width. Yep, right in like butter. Alright, safety on. And that's one of the things about this rifle. It's obviously not 100% original. Very few are, you know. Parts were swapped in the theater, on the battlefield, whatever. At night, maybe they'd clean their guns, they'd throw all the parts in a coffee can of gas or solvent or something, and then everybody grabbed parts, or things got damaged and replaced, maybe you know, out in the field, or when they came back and were re-arsenaled or whatever. It does have most of its original parts. It is a Springfield Armory. but it's got a few things that are like not time correct for the year it was made, like the trigger guard here. It's a milled one, and I believe this gun being late 40, what is it, late 44, I think it was. It should have a stamped trigger guard, but I like the milled. Obviously the milled is probably better, stronger, all of that. And it's been restocked and all that stuff with a brand new stock when it came back to Springfield. But it's all there. Let's see what we can do. One of the things, and you don't see it on today's rifles, is how the safety is in the trigger guard. They kind of got away from that because why? Well, you got to stick your finger in the trigger guard right next to the trigger to put the safety off. So they're afraid you'd, you know, pull the trigger somehow. But you're pushing forward on it to take it off, and you know, as long as you know that and you're safe, I don't see that big an issue with it. Plus, when you take the safety off, your finger's already in there. You're ready to fire. This is you know. Our friends on the other side refer to certain things as weapons of war, right? Well, this is truly a weapon of war, not like our civilian ARs, right? This is a historical weapon of war. By the way, that assault weapons ban they're talking about, well, guess what? This would be outlawed. Can you believe that? Yep. How old's this weapon now? Let's say from 40, 60, 70, 82-year-old weapon. Antique, right? Outlawed. Can't have it. Yeah, that's how far-reaching this goes. Glock, can't have it. Nope. So, you know, the gun crowd seems to splinter once in a while. You've got your hunters, and you know, sometimes they only tend to worry about these things when maybe it's they're going after the black rifles, let's say. Well, it doesn't affect my hunting, so I don't care. Let them do what they want. Or the so-called, well, let's say they call them FUDs, right? FUDs. We all know what FUDs are. FUDs are maybe older generation that maybe likes their hunting guns or their old milsurps or something like that, and they say, well, it's only for those kids with the black rifles. It doesn't bother me, so I don't care. Let them do what they want, and that kind of thing. So we splinter instead of, you know, standing together on it. Well, guess what, guys? No matter what corner you call fun in the gun hobby, they're coming after it. And this is about the closest we've ever been in my lifetime to a complete and utter ban on just about everything. Anything semi-automatic. Anything semi-automatic that holds more than 10 rounds. Anything semi-automatic with a detachable mag. On and on. 10-22s, 10-round mag. Can't even have your 22. Illegal. The most popular rifle in the country, maybe in the world, most popular pistol in this country for sure, all banned. It is essentially a full-on ban. And then after you own it, the only way you'll be able to transfer it is through a FFL, through a whole special process they've concocted. Well, before that even happens, they'll say, you know what, it'll turn in just like they did in Canada. Well, that's a loophole, and we're going to get rid of the loophole, and they want them gone. They came out the other day in Congress. One of our Republican members of Congress got Jerry Nadler to say that, yeah, we are after complete confiscation. Gone. That's what they want. They don't want you having anything. Nothing. They're afraid of you. What happens is they're got something concocted that they're pretty sure you're not going to enjoy it. You're not going to enjoy it so much to the extent that you're probably going to want to have one of these, right? And they don't want to risk that. So they want to take it away from you. Whatever side you're on, if old M1 Grands are what you like, or black rifles, or modern sporting rifles, or assault rifles, or however you want to phrase it, don't be afraid to use the term assault rifles. Call them what they are. Weapons of war? Sure, it's a weapon of war, it's just not fully automatic. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you call it, because it's your right to have it. You have the right, the God-given right. The Constitution doesn't give you that right. It merely confirms your God-given right. So, call it what you want, like what you want, but whatever end you're on, you're a hunter, you like milsurps, you like modern arms, whatever it is, just know they're coming after it. They're going to take it. So you better do something about it. You better call your congressman, email them, your senators too, not just your state, every state. Any of these Republicans have voted for the red flag laws, you better get on the horn and do something about it. If you can, go down, visit their office. Everybody's got an hour of their day, a half hour of their day, day off, after work, before work, whatever. You like doing this, come to the range, having a little bit of free time, some relaxation, something you enjoy. You like hunting, you like shooting trap, but most of all, you enjoy your liberty and your ability to protect that liberty and fight back against tyranny if and when the time comes, then you better do something about it, because it's coming. And I'm not here to put fear into anybody or anything like that. All I'm telling you is reality. In my gut, I got a feeling it might just pass. I really, really do. Then what, guys? Sure, on its face it's unconstitutional. On its face, especially with the most recent decisions by the Supreme Court and what Justice Thomas said. But it's much easier to fight it now than it is to battle it out in court for the next 5, 10, 15 years, because that's how long it'll take. So are you willing to give up all your fun until maybe you get it back through a court decision? Maybe, big maybe. I'd rather fight it up front than try to reverse it later. So do something about it. You know, 97% of you will shut this video off if you made it this far. You probably shut me off already. But if you made it this far, do something about it. Quit talking about it. You want to talk about it, worry about it, talk to your friends about it, say something. I belong to GOA, I belong to NRA, I belong to this. Big deal. Do something about it. Quit talking. Be half the man that held this originally was. And maybe, just maybe, it'll go our way. Anyhow, enough of my rant. Let's have a little fun here. Might not be able to have fun much longer. Who knows? How cool. Don't worry about the FUD comment, guys, if you're upset about that. I'm a FUD too, I'm everything. I like everything. If it goes bang, I like it. If it runs, I want to hunt it. If it flies, I want to hunt it or shoot trap or whatever. I like it all. But I do something about it. Like and share this video. Make sure it gets out. Those in your family, friends, your circle of whatever, make sure you're sharing it to places they will see it. Share it to your Facebook. Share it wherever you can. Email it to them. So those that aren't as involved in the gun community as you may be, get to see it. Because I'll tell you what, there were a lot of guns sold due to COVID. And there's a lot of new gun owners and a lot of people who have seen the light. You know, a lot of those people that went and bought their first handgun or shotgun for home protection because there were peaceful protests in their area or whatever, Well, guess what? All of a sudden they went to the range and they feel empowered. They like it. They enjoy it. Maybe it's fun. They see the light. But they're not as involved as you are. So you need to put it in places where they can see it. Share my video, share others. There's much better than mine. Look at Jared on Guns and Gadgets. Great channel, great guy, explains things really well. Much more informed than I am. I'm just trying to do my part, guys. Get it out there. Share it with friends. Tell them what's really going on. Tell them that, yeah, there's really, this could happen. And look at what they want to do. They want to take away your 22s, your shotguns, automatic shotgun. Bye, no more. You know, like to hunt birds with an automatic shotgun. Yeah, you have to go back to a side-by-side, over and under, whatever. But get it out there. I hope you enjoyed the video on the Garand. I try not to make, you know, politically charged videos like this, but I think this is important enough, and hopefully reaches a wide enough audience that maybe it'll help. I'm doing my part too. I'm writing letters, I'm emailing, phone calls, you know, enough of them. They don't answer the phones, but guarantee you the people that work for them, when those lines are blowing up, something gets said, man, it was a rough day today. They hear it. I truly think some of these people don't fully understand their constituents. I think a lot of them truly think that that's the feeling out there, that the citizens want these things to go away. No, they don't. They want something done. We care. The good guys like us, we do care. We don't want to see these things happen, but it's not, this isn't the reason. The reason is the breakdown of the nuclear family, breakdown of religion, breakdown of Christianity, breakdown of parents and children taking responsibility for themselves. That's the problem. Every one of these people that were involved in these things, yeah, red flag laws don't work because they were all in contact with law enforcement and other agencies, all of them, and it didn't work. It's proof in the pudding that none of these laws they pass work, not one of them. The only thing this law will do is take it away from the good guys, me and you. It's not going to take it away from them. They will find a way. There's uncountable millions of firearms in this country. Last year, almost 3 million AR-15 magazines were sold. How many rifles are out there? How many guns, how many semi-automatics over the last 100+ years are out there? They ain't going away. They're not getting confiscated. They're not going to get them. They'll still be out there. In whose hands will they be in? The bad guy. And there'll be no one there to protect you or your family. So make sure you do something. Thanks again, guys. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for seeing us. Check out our live stream Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock, Coffee and Kalashnikovs right here on Rockford Ordnance Channel. Check out our Facebook. Check out our Instagram. Check out some other videos here, man. There's a lot of cool stuff over the last few years. Little bit of everything. It's not just AKs. So get in there, check it out. Thanks for everything, and as always, Rockford Ordnance out.